Greetings! Today I have a very exciting review. I have been just lusting after these lip products for the longest time, and I finally, after tax season, got my hands on the entire collection of LA Splash's Dia De Los Muertos limited edition series. Apparently it is limited edition. There's a whole frustrating story about that. There are 6 colors, and they had this very awesome limited edition packaging that came with it, which had this really awesome artwork with a bunch of dead skulls, sugar skull type art, and it was so gorgeous, but I decided that, you know, getting the colors, period, is much more important. So I have 3 of them that have this artwork. 2 of them I got excited for because I opened the box up and I saw this label and I'm like, oh yay, I got more with the limited edition packaging, and then I opened up and I see the silver and I'm just like, really? So, 2 of them had that, and then this one is the only one that has nothing at all. So, and then the labels that had this part of the label, I had to like nail polish on because it was wanting to go places. So I'm like, nope, and I nail polish it sort. Anyway, I had to go basically to 3 places to find all 6 of them because they discontinued one color, and I emailed them to confirm this. I'm like, hey, is this color discontinued? Or is it just the packaging that's limited edition? Or are you going to restock? And they're like, yes, this color is discontinued, but the rest of them are here. The rest of them are going to be on a permanent line. Here's a discount code. I'm like, okay, cool beans. Then, a few weeks down the road, when I actually get to purchasing the products, 2 of the colors were discontinued. So I'm not sure if these are still available or not. So if you want them, get them, because, yeah, they're gonna disappear. Probably like the Harry Potter collection that they had at one point, but I wasn't too interested in that, so I didn't get it. I also got one more color, which is what I'm wearing right now, and I love it a lot. I got this one. This is a different formula. This is their Smitten Lip Tint Mousse. It actually dries down a lot dark. Well, maybe not. The formula is a little bit different. Like when I got these, I was a little hesitant because everybody says that these are like the worst of the worst, the harshest things ever. And they do have some merit to that because these are definitely ironclad, and these are definitely a lot drying on your lips, but I found that if you do your standard exfoliating, moisturizing beforehand, you're pretty okay. They are very hard wearing. They will, they'll last you all day, provided you do not eat. These things do not die gracefully or fade. They come off in clumps and chunks when you eat food. Probably par for the course for ultra mattes, so if you eat something, take it off and put it back on when you're done. So, the applicator is kind of interesting. It is a doe foot with a slight bend to this. I don't know if you can kind of see what we got over here. There's a little bit of a bend to it. It's a little long, I think, and I find it really hard to do straight lines. Like you'll see in my swatch. My swatch is a really bad one because I didn't care, because I was brutally torturing my lips with high grade product melting, disintegrating, ow, burn on my lips 6 times, 7 times. Actually 6 because I haven't taken this one off yet. But, yeah, so those don't look nice. My foundation ain't gonna look nice, so don't even comment on that. Comes with lip swatching. But anyway, the only other thing I mentioned is these things do not smell good at all. They kind of smell like paint thinner, and it's kind of odd because some of them have different scents. Like there's a couple in there that have like this vague fruity smell, as if they tried to cover up the smell, but it doesn't work very well. The smell immediately goes away after you put it right on your lips, even before it dries down, so it's gone. It's not a very big issue. It smells a lot like unscented lip stains, like the actual liquid stain that you put on your lips, and it, like, is pretty much nothing but, putting water on your lips. But it smells like those, and it kind of leaves me wondering if this is why they put really strong scents on them. But another thing I wanted to mention, I was kind of A little disappointed with these because the Dia De Los Muertos collection does dry matte. It dries really flat matte, just like I have on here. But the example picture that they have on their website must have been taken like immediately after the application on the model, because they're shiny, they're kind of glistening, and I thought I was going to get that, but not. But I still do love the colors. The colors are very nice, and the dry time is amazing. Like, you really don't have much to worry about in terms of smudging. Another thing I will mention, though, in terms of sloppiness, if you make a mistake, you're gonna have to go in with makeup remover and a swab and redo your foundation over there, because, yeah, you don't have a lot of time to just swipe and get rid of it. That doesn't work. But anyway, enough about the mechanics of the product. Let's get onto the swatches. The first we have is Guadalupe, which is an absolutely gorgeous bronze color that I have not seen in too many places, if anywhere at all. This is gorgeous. I love it. And if you guys are into the steampunk thing, I could see this pairing beautifully with some burgundy and gold eyeshadow. Oh my god, I love it. And next up we have Katrina, which is also magical and wonderful. It's like beetle's wings. This is a duochrome with like a reddish, purplish brown background and this teal green in the front. It is just amazing and magical, and I love it, and I'm so glad I have it. Next up, we have Amor Eterno, which is a very bright, very metallic, very wonderful purple. Basically a royal purple. And it's just so pretty. It's so shiny. I love it. Even when it dries down matte, it's still very vibrant. And when I took it off, I have it still has a lot of shine to it, and it was just gorgeous. One thing I will mention, though, I don't want to really... I hesitate to call it patchy, because that thing from NYX, the soft matte lip creams, that was patchy. That did not apply well at all. I hated it so much. This one, if you put it on with a heavy hand, you're fine with one coat, or if you like putting on multiple coats of your lip products, go ahead and do that, because it still applies pretty evenly. All of these are really opaque. It's this one and the next one, which is Valentina. This one you also need to apply with a heavy hand, and you'll notice the nasty messiness of this one, because, yeah, I tried to wipe it off a mistake I made, because, yeah, that didn't work out very well for me. But this one is going to need either multiple coats or a heavy hand, and they dry out really nicely, and yeah, I enjoy this one. This one's a very lovely burgundy, purplish red. After that, we have Hasta la Muerte, which is a very nice, dark, amethysty color. Similar, because I was contemplating if I wanted to give up one, I would give up either the Hasta la Muerte and Amor Eterno. But I really like this one a lot, too. It's, I can see them both being useful in coordinating colors. And yeah. And finally, we have Sangre Azul, which is probably my absolute favorite of this entire bunch. It's so metallic-y, it's a beautiful royal blue, and it's just like, yes, please take me to cyberspace. Yeah. But yeah, and that's it for the Dia de los Muertos collection. I also wanted to get the green that I'm wearing. This is Komodo, because I don't have any green lip colors, and this is a very, very nice, luscious... Let's cram as many adjectives as we can in there. It's a lovely foresty, leafy green, very dark, which it kind of works for it, because if you're not too much into the wild and bright colors, you can kind of just put this on, and it's a little darker, so there's like a hint of color to it. It's not as bright and vibrant as a lot of the other wilder colors, so it's a really nice thing for like changing it up, or for starting to branch out of the neutral stuff. But yeah. Like I said, I had to chase through 3 different places to get this. I first got, Hasta la Muerte was the first one that I found out was discontinued. So I chased it down from sleekhair.com, and I was terrified, actually, because I ordered it before I looked at the reviews. The reviews at the website are not that great. They're like 50-50. So buy at your own risk. But luckily I got the box and it was very obvious that it had not been fucked with, so that is fine. And then I bought, the second one that got discontinued was Sangre Azul, and I got this one at Arta Wigs, which is a cosplay supply place, so I got that there. And I was so happy because I really, really wanted the collection. I didn't even show you guys the art on the ones that have art on them. So these are the 3 that have art on them, and it's kind of a shame that I couldn't get the rest of the art, but what can you do? So yeah, get these colors if you have a slight bit of interest to them. They're $14 a pop, and last I checked on their Instagram, I think they're having a sale for $12. I'm not sure when I'm posting this, so the pre-deal is probably expired by now, but you can probably find coupon codes online. They gave me a generic one, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use it or not, but do some Google searching, you can find something. But anyway, that's about it. The last thing I want to say is their lips mousse, the smitten ones. They have a lot of colors, so if you want to try something new, try something new. But again, if you're not into the liquid matte lipsticks, then you don't like the feel of them, you're probably not going to like these. They're really no different. They're kind of like mid-range, in my opinion. They're not too drying, but I've had better. I've tried Kat Von D ones, and those ones are so comfortable, I can't believe it. But I kind of just wish he had a larger color range, less neutrals, but anyway, I'll get into that later. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me on this beauty product adventure. And tell me, if you were to design a color, what color would you choose? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if there's anything that I need to be trying out right now, feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I will see you next time.